Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we have one more game here, and I'm just quickly going to start skipping because I have some thunder approaching, and I would like to, shut down the computer before that fully arrives, if possible. So let's see what Mr. Demo is. Oh, wow. 5 marksmen start, and he has spiders, and he only wants. He's going up against the sabers. This is not going to be a round 1 win. I don't see how, at least. This is going to be pain. That much I can see. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get much out of this round. Let's speed this one along. Because this is clearly not the is-all end-all here, as far as Mechabellum is concerned. We have a Sabertooth that leveled. This is red alert right now. Oof. Now this has also been expired, so we will see some oddities here and there, I wager. Extended marksman range. Yeah, redeployment is probably a good one. If you're fighting into asymmetrical aggro, I think our early redeployment can be really good. So let's see what the other player picked. Extended range. Wait. Well, I guess it. Wait. What? Why would you need marksman here with extended range? Anyway, Demo has decided, it's time to start with the Wraith, and I would very much so like to see this spider, like, maybe here to draw some chaff, draw an arc light away, but apparently that's not what we're going for right now. Could also technically place a marksman, like, on the line, so he'd start sniping that tower real quickly, and then you can reposition. But this is also going to be a very clear-cut round, because there is no anti-air for the red player here right now. And this is going to be feeding off leveled crawlers and leveled sabers, because guess what? Everything else is going to get blasted once again. Look at that saber go. It would be totally dominating everything if there wasn't this Wraith. It's going so far up the XP. It's already about 3/4 there to level 3 by the end of round 2. Does this Wraith even have the DPS to destroy it? Yeah, I guess it does. Once everything else has been destroyed, that is. And this Wraith is probably also going to level, so already I cannot make any sense out of this game whatsoever, to be perfectly honest. It leveled. Yep. Well, that's a level 2 Wraith on round 3. We have drops here. Personally, I think at this stage, you kinda can't resist the 4 level 1 Fangs. Getting 4 chaff units is just so amazing. Oh, a Wraith is getting put to the back because of course there's going to be something here. That Wraith would have no problem breaking through it in due time, even if it's leveled. We bought the Void Eyes from the drop, and then we get the Fangs in the front. I guess that's decent. Still, the Wraith is the lowest range unit in all of this, and there's 2 Raidens opposing it. And we're in Degen Beam, which won't really help all that much. I mean, it does help now, but in the later stage of the game, the Raidens can definitely get some good counter with electromagnetic shot and just turn off all Wraith techs unless there's photon coding. Opponent seems to be reconsidering, only gets 1 Raiden now. We're also Hacker? Okay. Well, let's see how this one pans out. At least now both players can actually do something against the respective other player. Now the Wraith is has not been targeted yet. Now it starts getting targeted. We have a spider that has been converted, but it can't really do all that much. And I'm guessing that there's 5 marksmen and 1 Raiden trying to fight a Wraith way higher HP than it wants to. Yeah, went about as you would expect. So, what do you do here now? I think you get Mustangs as red. This could be a good item to... Oh wait, that Wraith already has an item. What did Demo pick? Oh, Advanced Missile, and yeah, here we have the Photon Coating on a level 3 Saber. That thing now has 30% less damage it receives, which effectively puts it at what? 70%, no, times 1 divided by 0.7. I think that's about a third more effective HP or something like that. So it would be sitting at what? Let me quickly do that math in my head, but of course I can't because I'm bad at math. In that case, I will just guesstimate. I would say that is probably like 75,000 HP. Maybe a bit less, let's say 70,000 HP, and I would have to actually look it up if I wanted to see it any more clearly. We have some crawlers here, and we do defend with a missile, so we finally realized that this may be a bit of an open flank situation. And any amount of stuff, even if it's just some crawlers, could easily intercept that. Meanwhile, Demo has been getting himself some storm crawlers, which, considering everything here is packed tight, is a good idea. The missiles don't do anything because there was a shield. These crawlers effectively only serve their purpose as guards. They don't do much of anything else. Alright, we have a spider here, but there's so much damage in these void eyes. That said, there's also so much potential hackable stuff in these void eyes, but it doesn't really matter here. This hacker is not contributing to the fight as much as it probably should be. It promptly gets sniped before it can even turn around. Well, this is certainly not a good situation here for Red. We have quick cooldown, which was removed in the most recent patch, but it can still properly show up. Fortunately, no player picked it because I'm not sure if it would even work properly. I guess it would, but it could be wrong. We'll see now. Okay, anti-missile on the Sabers as first tech. This is going to prevent most of the missiles, but definitely not all of the missiles from landing. I have no idea, by the way, what the single marksman with nerf damage is really supposed to do against a level 2 small amp core. Photon coating. Yeah, you get the gist. You get the gist. Maybe it will never get into that photon coating range, but still. Into that degen beam range. I mean, degen beam. My goodness, this flank is still so open. Just having the spider further up the front would definitely make an impact here, I feel like. All the effects on the crawlers are definitely putting the hurt on my graphics card. There's a second marksman here, and with combined power they actually get to destroy all of that. That said, don't tell me the hacker's going to be pivotal here. Looks like it will kinda just do what it needed to. There's no more AA for demos, so no matter what, these Raidens will stay alive. And meanwhile, the marksman, with its extended range, it doesn't even have to move anywhere. The rain is now fully in effect, so I should be shutting down soon. This is a Farseer, and for whatever reason this is glitched. Probably has to do with the replay being expired. It does still drop, so that's good news. Oh boy. Well, the hack is continuing. Hackers into Stormcrawlers and Wraiths. And here is Demo's signature move. War Factory! Against him, you might as well pick Blind Melter the moment it looks like he could close out the game. So, do we spend the remaining 100? We can upgrade some stuff, even if it's just a marksman or the Void Eyes and that marksman here. Even just bonus attack. Well, let's see. That War Factory has so much HP, the hackers are not making any decent progress. However, the Sabertooths definitely can hurt it. The question is, will it even get destroyed to the point where hackers can actually hack it? It doesn't really look like that because the army is gone, the hackers are gone, and it's just ouchies. Well, that was a quick one, and that's the end. What? As I said, against him, you might as well pick Blind Melter at some point. Alright, everybody. I hope you had a lot of fun. The rain is starting to pass, it would seem, but I think it should still shut down the computer before too long. Thanks, everybody, for watching and listening, and I hope to see you again next time. Until then, bye.